Hi, it's Craig from Golf Simulator Life. So today I just wanted to talk about the importance of the combination of tee height and loft on your driver, because if you can get this combination wrong, it can cost you a lot of yards with your driver, and if you get it right, then you can get a lot more extra yards without actually having to do anything with your swing or hit it harder or anything like that. So the interesting thing is, when I'm on the simulator and I'm on my golf mat, I have these two rubber tees which I use for my tee shots. So this red one is the tall one, which is just a fraction higher than what I'd normally have for my driver, and the blue one is way lower than what I would normally want with my driver. So we're going to hit one off the red tee, which would be what I would normally use height-wise, because I've got, my driver's got a 460 head, it's a large head. I want to be getting this up in the air. My driver is set to 9.5 degrees, which is exactly standard for what I would normally want with my driver. So let's just give this one a hit. I do like to stand behind my ball now. So 9.5 degree off the high tee. Okay, I felt like I hit that pretty solid. Okay, so pretty solid shot. So the key thing here, overall distance was 263 yards, carry of 243 with backspin of 2,850. So that backspin is a little higher than what we'd ideally like. So basically what that driver's done, it's taken off on a high trajectory. With the extra backspin, it's almost stalled and then dropped out the sky. What we want is a much lower, more penetrating ball flight that carries a lot further and runs a lot further, so we get a lot more distance. So based on the fact that I'm hitting it too high, the last thing you would think I'd be thinking of doing is actually adding loft to this driver. But that's what I'm going to do. Let me just grab my wrench. So we're going to crank this driver up from 9.5 to 10.5. So we're wanting to hit it lower. We're wanting to hit it lower, but we're actually adding loft, which seems to be counterintuitive as to what we're trying to achieve. Okay. But we're now going to hit it off the much lower tee. So key thing there was 263, 243 carry with 2,850 revs per minute backspin. Okay. So we've lofted up on this driver now. We've put more loft on it, and we're off a much lower tee peg, lower than I would normally look to hit off. I felt like it was pretty solid as well. I can see the difference in that ball flight. Let's have a look at these numbers now. So overall distance 283, so we've hit it another, what, we're 261, so we've hit it another 22 yards. We've carried it almost as far as the last shot actually ended up, and more importantly, our backspin has come down to 2,381. And this is all because of where we're now hitting it on the club face. We're hitting it much lower down, so the club can't, it doesn't tilt and get a little bit more loft. The ball doesn't come off the club face with a bit of extra backspin, which means your trajectory of your shot is a lot more penetrating, which means it's going to, instead of going up and stalling, it keeps going forwards, so we get the extra carry. But then also, when it lands, you're getting an extra bit of run as well. I've been really surprised. And from now on, when I go out on the golf course, I'm going to be teeing my driver right down, a lot lower, same height as what I'm hitting it in here. And I would never, until I got on the Skytrak and I saw the numbers, I would never have dreamed of teeing my driver so low. But since I've done it, I've been hitting the ball so much better and so much further. So, you know, if it works for me, it might work for you. I suggest go and give it a try, and you might be very surprised at the results that you get. Okay, that's it for next time. We've got lots more course previews coming up. We've got some online tournaments we're going to play. Going to have a lot more, hopefully some more tuition on things like this that will help you with your game. So, you know, really appreciate it. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button if you like this video, and we'll see you next time.